Today we're talking all about the 5 weird phone habits of a covert narcissist. So if you've ever been with a narcissist, you know that there's just something that you can't put your finger on that is odd and different about them. And we all try to explain these little peculiarities away by saying, well, we're all different and we all come from different backgrounds or whatever. But these weird phone habits really tell a story of who these people are, and that they're always covering their tracks and working in the shadows of manipulation and gaslighting. So let's get into the 5 weird habits of a covert narcissist with their phone. So one is the narcissist that I was dealing with never saved phone numbers in his phone. So you would look at his phone and you never really knew who he was talking to or texting because the phone numbers weren't saved. So there was no like names associated with it or any sort of pattern of behavior that you could actually pinpoint and see because the phone numbers weren't saved. So you'd have to know who each phone number was belonging to and go through like the long list of phone numbers to see a pattern, because you couldn't just quickly look and say, oh, he called dad 3 times today, he called his sister 4 times today. You would have to know the numbers. So that is a red flag, huge red flag, number 1. Number 2, he spent a lot of time on social media, but not posting, not adding things, but just looking, watching other people's profiles, watching other people's conversations, but never engaging. So I found this to be a really weird habit of his, that he spent hours a day just wasting away, but never posting. And he never posted about us as a family. He never posted about me as his wife. He never posted about our children. So that is a really weird thing. And he spent lots of time on his phone doing that, just checking in on other people. Perhaps it was for validation or comparison. He was just looking at other people's lives, going through their photos, going through the comments, but never adding anything. Very strange. Number 3, ignoring phone calls. So although he would pick up the phone and talk to people when we were in the middle of family events and couples time, he also did a lot of ignoring people's phone calls. So whether that is to make sure that the conversation wasn't being had in front of me, or it was a way of him making himself feel really important and busy because he had to call the person back later and tell them that he was busy. Whatever the intention was, that is another weird habit of the covert narcissist, to be actually receiving phone calls and ignoring them, not answering them, letting them go to voicemail and calling the person back later. Number 4, recording conversations. So this didn't happen all the time, but there are a few instances that are very prominent in my memory where I felt like he was trying to record our conversation and our answers, and he wasn't getting the supply that he wanted from that conversation. So I remember it felt like he was like cutting off the recording and starting it over again, time and time again, and then he just got frustrated and exited the conversation. But if you feel like someone's recording you, you're probably right, and just be careful what you say, because these guys are master manipulators, and they may want to bring that information back up later to gaslight you, to try and use it in a manipulation scheme against you with other people, and to also make you look crazy, because that is what they do best. They twist and turn everyone's thoughts around them to keep this master plan going of theirs, to always look like the good guy and always look like the person that's on top. Number 5, keeping the phone with them at all times. So, I mean, in our our society, we spend a lot of time with our phones. We take our phones with us everywhere we go. We're always conscious of what the battery life is like, and if you've got a call or a text message or an email or some other correspondence in an app that we need to respond to, or we might just be bored and want to take it with us everywhere we go to check YouTube or whatever it might be. There's so many functions on a phone that people carry their phones with them a lot. But the covert narcissist will religiously carry their phone with them. Like they don't want to be separated for 1 second. It's as if they're afraid that someone might expose them by getting a hold of their phone. So you'll see that they sleep with their phone. They take it with them to the bathroom when they're showering. They take the phone with them at meal times. The phone is with them when they're exercising. The phone is with them at all times, and not necessarily to be used, but you might notice that they just keep it right nearby at all times. Perhaps there's something that they don't want you to see or know about why they're keeping it with them at all times. So I suppose a lot of these are not just about covert narcissists or narcissists in general, but they can apply to partners that might have the idea to cheat or are cheating. And so if you're seeing any of these signs, these are not healthy signs in a relationship. And you just really need to take stock of everything in the relationship and figure out if it's a place for you to be or not. If it's unhealthy and you're feeling anxious and always on eggshells and worried and always feel like you're being turned upside down, that might be a sign to get out. And if that's true, then you need to start working on that plan. Definitely seek counseling and seek out trusted friends and family to give you an extra perspective on what you're living with and dealing with, because from the outside, other people might see things that you're missing. I hope this video has been helpful, and I hope that you will subscribe to the channel and stick around here to get to know us better and find out more about narcissistic relationships and how to move through them and move past them and heal. My name is Trisha. I'm a narcissistic recovery coach, and I would love to help you explore life after narcissism and get out and heal in a safe way. I appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.